Okay, here we are. Explanation about the newest TAG-ML36 grenade launcher by TAGinn. The major things you're supposed to know before you purchasing or using this device, I will explain right now in few words very shortly. First of all, this model of grenade launcher was designed for any RIS 20mm Picatinny rails that you can find on many of M4 models, SCAR models, or anything that's equipped with 20mm Picatinny rails. First of all, we have to put a pressure inside this grenade launcher in order to make it work. How we doing it? We opening this lid by quarter twist. It equipped by magnet. This magnet has two purposes. The first purpose, you can catch the tank with it and align it simply inside a chamber to take it out. But the main purpose is to keep it silent inside once without pressure. By the way, we are not recommend to run on the field without the pressure in the chamber because the lid will lose. When it's under the pressure, lid will be almost impossible to open until you degassing the pressure out of the chamber. So the penetration process, we putting this 12-gram CO2 tank inside, opening a rear sight. This is a rear sight, this is a front sight. We will talk about the front sight a little bit later. Pushing all the way down to pierce a tank to activate the pressure inside. How you opening and closing and loading this grenade launcher? You have a unlock button here that you are supposed to press. Then you can load a projectile inside. Then you simply closing it back until you hear the click. In order to insert a projectile inside this grenade launcher, we have to prepare it. To shoot the projectile out of this grenade launcher, you need a few things. First of all, to use an MK2 projectile type. I will explain about it a little bit later. And you will need the casing. Like in any real NATO grenade launcher, the projectile inserted inside the casing. Then when you're shooting, you're just taking the casing out of the barrel and throwing it, or in our case, you can keep it for the next shot. Now, we just simply putting a MK2 ammo inside the casing, as I showed before, opening a grenade launcher, inserting it, aligning rifles with fins, putting it all the way down, and then closing until the click. So you are ready to fire your projectile. After you made your shot, I'm sure precise one, you have to take the shooting casing out. You have two ways to do it. First case is just to open and throw it. I'm sure you will afford yourself another one, or you can keep it for next shot. Then you take in another projectile and putting inside, making all this cycle once again. We have a front sight here, and it's adjustable left and right. The reason for it is different weight of the ammunition. For example, the Reaper is a bit heavier than Archangel. So Archangel traveling more with its twist aside than Reaper does. So how we adjusting the front sight? It's simple. We just taking a hex key, Allen key, and twisting the screw, and our sight is moving left and right. So you can adjust it in order to shoot your ammunition properly. Now, it's not smart to run with this grenade launcher without rifle because it's under barrel launcher and we have to put it under some barrel. In order to do that, we have to open the screws. Take any gun that you want to install it on. As I told you before, with 20mm rail. Take it all the way down and then screw it back. Both of it. Now, we don't like when the flags are looking to opposite sides, so we can align it. We just have to pull it up and then twist and put to the position we would like to see it on, like this. Pure beauty. Very, very important thing. Never, but never shoot without casing. If you want to make a blank fire with this grenade launcher, just insert an empty casing inside, close and shoot, because you have this large O-ring will be just blown out. It will shoot without this O-ring, but the air will leak a little bit during the shot, so the distance of your shot will decrease. Difference between MK1 and MK2 type of our ammo. First of all, MK1 is not compatible with ML36 grenade launcher. It's important to know. Do not put MK1 ammo inside the ML36. Don't try to do it. There is a very good chance that this projectile will stuck inside the barrel and will go off, will explode inside the barrel. Don't try it. Don't try to modify a MK1 projectile in order to make it compatible with the casing. It will not work. We tried it. The only compatible type of our ammo with ML36 is MK1 projectiles. What is the difference? As you can see, these fins, we call it skirt. The skirt on MK1 is on the bottom and it's pretty wide, so it will not fit the casing. You won't be able to put the MK1 projectiles inside the casing. And here the skirt is lifted and it's narrow, so it's making this ammo type to fit the casing, and it will be compatible with ML36 grenade launcher. On the other hand, MK2 ammunition is compatible with all our launching devices, with Shell, Shell Pro, Shell VOG, TAG-015 and ML36. During this year, we will get rid of MK1 ammunition and will produce only one kind of ammo, MK2, the new generation of TAGinn projectiles. Okay, now about the new Reaper MK2. We decided to make it with two fuse times, 3.5 seconds and 4.5 seconds. The 3.5 seconds will go off within a distance of 110-120 meters, and 4.5 seconds you can shoot to 160 meters. It will go off exactly on this distance after 4.5 seconds when you're using it with ML36 or any CO2 powered shells by TAGinn. Now we highly recommend you to use our smart pouches for projectiles, and we tested it on a Wargame 10 game, and we found a few things that might be usable for you, and I want to let you know about it. For example, we found that if you're putting the 3.5 second projectiles on one side, like with the butt aimed left, and 4.5 seconds with the butt aimed right. So you can close a battle pouch, and you always know that if you're pulling your projectile from the right side, you have a 4.5 second. Dangerous. And if you're pulling it from the left side, this is 3.5 seconds. You will always know which projectile to pull. It might be not 3.5 and 4.5 seconds projectiles, but it might be Archangels from one side and Reapers from other side, or if you cannot use a Pyrotechnics in current situation, you can put a Paladins. So it will be very handy to load it in opposite directions. All the MK1 projectiles will come with a regular white box, and all the MK2 projectiles will come with the black box. You will easily see the difference between MK1 and MK2 ammo, black box and white box. I believe that all this information will be very handy for you, and you will enjoy to use your TAG-ML36 and new ammo MK2 in your games and trainings. Fire in the hole!